Okay, so in my hands I have two iPhones, one with a greenish wallpaper and one with a kind of wine reddish wallpaper. I'm giving you 2 seconds. Tell me which one is the iPhone XS Max and which one is the iPhone 11. 2 seconds. Which one is it? Is it this one, which is the iPhone 11, and this one, which is the XS Max? Let me know. Say green XS Max, red iPhone 11, whatever it is. Okay, so if you guess that the red was the iPhone XS Max, you were wrong. And if you guessed that it was the iPhone 11, you were wrong. The red is the iPhone X and the green is the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now I did this because it's super difficult to tell two generations of iPhones apart, especially the iPhone X all the way to the 11 Pro Max on the front of the phone. It's the back that things have changed. So let's review the iPhone 11 Pro Max coming up next.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Hi guys, welcome to another edition of Cyber Reviews, and today we are going to talk about the iPhone 11 Pro Max. I've had this iPhone 11 Pro Max for well over 3 months now, and I haven't made a review yet. I haven't even done an unboxing video because I was too busy using it, okay? And we all know everything about this phone as of now, but this is how I have experienced it. This is my personal opinion, and I feel like it's worth sharing. First of all, the price. This phone is super expensive. This phone is not cheap. This phone will cost you a minimum of $1,100 to get, and the one I'm using is a 256 gig variant iPhone 11 Pro Max. Okay, so you can get that one for about $1,400. I'm going to leave the link in the description below because I searched the internet so that if I find a deal or I find a better price, I'm just going to update the link in the description. So make sure to be checking the description below. And if you're new to my channel, I do mobile phone reviews, mobile app reviews, and I bring to you exciting tech gadget reviews to help you make an informed decision when you are buying the arms and legs of people and the kidneys and hearts of people, like the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So let's talk about it. First of all, the design. I love the design of the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Like, it feels very heavy. It feels very well built. It feels more like a bigger version of the iPhone 7 than an iPhone X. So if you've ever used an iPhone 7, this feels like a larger version of an iPhone 7. I love the build quality. I also like the frosted glass back. Okay, the iPhone X has a glossy glass back, and the iPhone 11, the regular iPhone 11, also has a glossy glass back, which is a fingerprint magnet, but this one has a frosted glass back, and it's excellent. Okay, and of course, when you see the signature, what you can use to tell from the back is the 3 cameras, and we'll get more on the cameras later. On the front, it looks similar to an iPhone 11, iPhone X, iPhone X, X Max, iPhone X, all those iPhones which came after the iPhone X. So on the front, there isn't much to say, just that the screen is larger than the regular iPhone X that I'm coming from. Apart from the build quality, you know, there are just 1 or 2 slight modifications to the body that you can tell that, okay, for example, where you put the SIM tray has moved from way lower to way closer, and the power button is also sort of larger now, but it feels and looks just like the previous versions of iPhones, including the same swimming pool notch that we have here, this kind of swimming pool notch display. Now, the display on the iPhone 11 Pro Max is pretty excellent. It's an OLED display, and you know, it's super vibrant. It's made by Samsung, and it's really good, especially how large it is. I love it for creative purposes like designing stuff, editing videos, playing games on this thing is mad. Like, it's fantastic. So on the design front, I love the feel of the back. I like the general balance of the weight of the phone. It feels really good. It doesn't feel like it's going to slip out of your hands anytime at all. Now next, let's talk about this display. Like I said, the display is an OLED display, and Apple has some of the most ridiculous names for their displays. I'm not even going to go there, but I'm going to put it on your screen so that you can read it for yourself, of course. Let's say it's a Super Retina XDR OLED. Oh, Charlie, some things. All I care about is that it looks pretty sharp. It's a full HD display, it's not a 4K display. and it looks pretty sharp. The colors are very vibrant, the blacks are very deep, and as compared to the iPhone 11 that I reviewed on my channel. So if you haven't watched it, I'm going to leave a link in the description below so that you can watch the iPhone 11 review. That one has an IPS LCD display. Now there's a benefit of having an IPS display versus having an OLED display, but more on that later. This phone, like the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 11 Pro, comes with 4 gigs of RAM. The iPhone 11 Pro Max, similar to the iPhone 11 Pro and the iPhone 11, comes with an A13 Bionic processor, which when you do benchmark scores is like one of the best processors you have on the market. Like, it blows the Snapdragon 855 processor out of the water, but it comes with 4 gigs of RAM only. Meanwhile, phones like the Huawei Nova 5T, P30 Pro, so many Android devices come with like 8 gigs of RAM. Some even come with like 12 gigs of RAM. Okay, so 4 gigs of RAM seems very, 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 very terrible. But Apple makes both the hardware and the software, and they are able to optimize it such that you don't really notice that the device is slow, especially on a day-to-day use. You don't notice any slowness or any kind of lag when you are using the device. Now, when it comes to everyday use, as compared to the iPhone X, I've noticed that, for example, when you are unlocking the device, Face Unlock is faster on the iPhone 11 Pro Max than on my iPhone X. And I can also unlock it at different kinds of angles as compared to my iPhone X, where I always have to lean in or pick it and let it face me straight away. Okay, so when it comes to the Face Unlock security, I think the technology has gone up a bit and it unlocks way faster and also has better viewing angles. Now, in terms of call quality, I've noticed that call quality on this thing is pretty good. I don't have call drops, but I've noticed that sometimes when people call me or like you're getting a call, you would hear ringing, but the call interface, you know, there's this call, the pickup button and the decline button, they don't show up. So I've had it happening more than 5 times. You can actually hear the thing ringing, but you don't have the option to pick. So I think that needs to be fixed either with a software update. I hope it's not something which requires a hardware update. In terms of gaming, playing games on this is fantastic. I don't play a lot of games, but I have some games I play consistently. Okay, like Kingdom Rush Frontiers, and that game is great. I'll do a full review on that game. It's a fantastic game, and I don't have any lags. It doesn't freeze. This one is a really, really good phone. Like, if you haven't noticed, I like it. I like it as much as I liked my Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, which I still believe is one of the best phones released by Samsung, even in 2020. Now let's talk about the batteries on these things. Apple, in their keynote addresses and their launch events, they don't like to stress about the figures. They will never tell you that this iPhone has 3,960 milliamperes of battery capacity. Well, I'm telling you, it has 3,960 milliamperes of battery capacity, just short of 4,000 milliamperes, which comes kind of standard with most Android devices nowadays. It might seem small because other devices have like 6,000 milliamperes of battery capacity. Some even have like 5,150 milliamperes of battery capacity. But I don't know why. It really lasts so long. So what I do is I tend to use this as a hotspot for my iPhone X, and it's able to last the whole day, like even with the hotspot. And the good thing about the charging and battery and all the system is this time Apple decided to add a fast charging adapter in the box. I mean, if they didn't add it, people would have gone bonkers because this thing is expensive. This thing is a liver of a full-grown man, and that is what we need to talk about. Do these phones need to be so expensive? Do you really need to buy an iPhone X, or do you need to buy an iPhone 11 Pro, 11 Pro Max over $1,000 US? I think it's a matter of personal preference. This is a really good phone if you want to get it, especially if you're like a content creator and you're a power user and you are upgrading from like an older version of Apple device, or like you're upgrading from maybe an iPhone 6, 6S, 7, then this is a really good phone to get if you have the budget. Or you are moving from an Android device and you want to know which is the best iPhone to get. This is the best and also the most expensive iPhone on the market. So let me know what you think in the comments about the iPhone 11 Pro Max. and let me know what you would want to see when I do my full review about the camera quality, the pictures from the camera, the video quality. Talking about video quality, this thing has really good video stabilization. Like, I recorded a couple of videos on my channel and those videos are doing so well, and I doubt people know that I recorded with the iPhone 11 Pro Max. I'll show you those videos I did in my next video. In fact, nowadays I tend to record my B-roll footage with this because the stabilization is crazy. Like, I just hold the phone like this and just go. The thing looks really smooth. I love it. So let me know what you think about the iPhone 11 Pro Max in the comments below. If you are new to my channel, hit the subscribe button, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for praying.